and welcome to another episode. In this episode we're going to discuss M78, that forgotten nebula in Orion. M78 brings me a lot of memories of frustration as I just started out in amateur astronomy. I remember trying to find M78 after viewing the glorious Orion Nebula as described in this video, and I couldn't find it. And so I wanted to make a video that kind of helps you avoid that situation. One of the key things to remember when trying to view this nebula is to try to do it on a moonless night. It really isn't particularly bright. So if you've got a bright sky due to a moon to contend with, you're probably not going to be able to see this very well. As you can see from this star chart here, M78 is very close to Orion's belt, which most people can recognise easily. So physically, it's not very difficult to find. Just head up from Alnitak and you should be able to come across M78. Now, last night when I was viewing it through my finder scope, I could just make out a faint patch of fuzziness. And if I move my 9x50 finder scope onto the target and pointed at Alnitak, the star in Orion's belt there, I could just get it on target and still have that just on the boundary. So there's a little bit of light spilling over into the finder scope, which puts it roughly at 22.5 degrees away from that star, because this is a 45 degree field of view finder scope. So that's roughly 2 fists held out at arm's length with 2 fingers on top, distance away from you, where 1 fist equals 10 degrees and a finger equals 1 degree. Now I couldn't make out these 2 stars here. These stars are shown inside the actual nebula. I couldn't make them out of my finder scope. They were too dim, but it might also be because I've got very light blue to skies. But these are the stars you want to try and find. So if you can see these stars, but you can't see the nebula, then it's a problem with the sky being too bright, most likely. So try it on a moonless night, or try a filter, a nebula filter. You should be able to see through your, well, for a telescope such as mine, something that looks roughly like this. There's a small fuzzy patch of light, but by taking some longer exposure photos, you can actually see a lot more detail, as shown in this photo here. And this can be enhanced further with some colour to give you this. Well, that's it for another episode. So if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. If you'd like to see more astronomy videos, then please do subscribe. And if you like this video, give us a like. Well, goodbye and clear skies.